Jai Gurudev, welcome to Connect with the Divine with Paramahamsa Sri Swami Vishwananda. Paramahamsa Vishwananda is an enlightened, God-realized spiritual master. His mission on earth is to open the hearts of mankind, and through his Bhakti Marga organization, he helps spiritual seekers experience and cultivate a very uniquely personal relationship with God. The Sanskrit word bhakti means love and devotion, and Bhakti Marga is the path of living and loving the divine in daily life. One way to do this is through chanting the name of God. This practice is also known as japam. Chanting is a very simple yet powerful practice that has been used for thousands of years. Ancient saints and yogis have called upon the power of chanting to help calm the mind and to attain higher states of consciousness. Many different spiritual traditions use chanting as a way to connect more intimately with the source of life itself. Chanting the Lord's name invokes His divine presence, and chanting with love helps you to realize Him within your own heart. You will notice that Paramahamsa Vishwananda is using a string of 108 prayer beads called a mala. A mala carries the vibrational energy of the divine name and helps to keep track of the repetitions. Paramahamsa Vishwananda will come online in just a few moments, and when he does, he will invite you to chant along with him for approximately 15 minutes. After the chanting is finished, he will lead everyone in a very short guided meditation to support Mother Earth. Once the meditation is finished, please sit quietly for a few moments to enjoy the effects of your japam. When Paramahamsa Vishwananda comes back online, he will give satsang by answering your spiritual questions and revealing timeless truths to help you rise above the challenges and fears of today's world. It is very rare to have such access to a living master, and it is even more special to have the opportunity to learn directly from him. We hope you enjoy your connection with the divine.
Have you ever looked into the eyes of a spiritual master? Come and experience it for yourself. Look into the eyes of real, unconditional love and let it open your heart. Paramahamsa Sri Swami Vishwananda is a God-realized master who lives in constant union with the divine. He lives at a place in the heart of Europe. It is called the home of the Divine Mother. From here, he is now giving what is called darshan online so that everyone can benefit. Darshan means divine sight, but simple words cannot do justice to the incredible experience of seeing and being seen by him. Look into the eyes of unconditional love and let it open your heart. You can now have your own experience of this divine master from wherever you are. Feel it for yourself and let love return.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It is giving and it is humble. It honors others. It is selfless. It is always calm. It believes all things are possible. It always protects. Always trusts. Always hopes.
Love will not only change you, it will change the people around you. Once you understand the greatness of love, you will understand the greatness within you.
There's no tools or technique. Love starts by loving. And it grows in loving and it's end in loving. This is the mystery of it. And this is the reality of love. Because love in itself is the key. Jagadev, everybody. So let us chant the divine name. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Namo Narayanaya, Om 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 Namo Narayanaya. Now, let us meditate a little bit. Firstly, close your eyes, focus on your third eye, and visualize a bright light. And let this light become more brighter and more brighter. See in the middle of the light your Ishtadev or any deity which you feel close to. Now bring this light to your right eyes and to your left eyes. Let it purify the sense of sight. Bring the light to your nose. Let it purify the sense of smell. Bring the light to your mouth. Let it purify the sense of speech. Bring the light to your ears, the right one first and the left one. Let it purify the sense of hearing. Bring the light to your hand, the right one first and the left one. Let it purify the sense of touch. Bring the light to your feet. Let it purify your path. Now bring the light to your heart and let it shine throughout your body. Chant with me. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Jai Gurudev, everybody. I hope you're all fine. So I ask Jai Gopal to ask your question.
Guruji, how important is to follow the Shastra when you have the Guru?
Well, the most important thing, if you have the Guru, you have to follow what the Guru is telling you. Because the word of the Guru is a real Shastra itself. What the use of following Shastra when your mind can't even listen to the Guru itself? So, Shastra and Guru, whatever the Guru is giving, it's actually the Shastra itself, the scriptures itself. And if you have full faith in the word of the Guru, that will become your salvation itself. So, if you have the Guru, follow what the Guru say firstly.
Guruji, before meeting the Guru, we take responsibility for our lives and live with the consequences of our choices. Could you explain the difference which happens when one hands over the responsibility of one's life to the Master?
When one's, for example, in the question it said when one hand over the responsibility of one life to the Guru, that doesn't mean that one have to stop doing what they are doing. So whatever they are doing must carries on, but the attitude of how you are doing it, that what change. So, for example, when you find your spiritual path, and you go into it, your life transform. But it transforms, how does it transform? It transforms according to the word of the Master. And if you trust what the Master is telling you, that will lead you to where you have to be. But if you listen to your mind, then your mind will always drag you back into the outside world again. You see, in chapter 6, verse 2 of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, sannyas, what we call sannyas, is actually yoga. And a true yogi is the one which have renounced the thoughts. So when we look at this verse from Bhagavad Gita itself, here Bhagavan is not talking only about sannyas as somebody who have let go of the world, and renounce itself in a cave or renounce itself in an ashram or whatever. No, we have to understand the deeper meaning of sannyas itself. This because why we are talking about that, because it's a letting go of certain things. Sannyas means to renounce something, to let go of something. Very often people let go of things on the outside only, and then they enter into the spiritual world, but yet the mind is still attached to the outside. So what happened? They go on the spiritual field for some times, they enjoy the spiritual thing, but yet at the back of the mind is still attached to the world. So anything which the mind is run, anything which is coming from the world itself, remind the mind of the world. So what will happen to that person? The person will run back again into the world. That's why you see clearly very often people are very flickering upon the spiritual path. They go on the spiritual path, they do a little bit of spiritual exercises, but yet they have one foot in the spiritual world and one foot into the outside world. So where would that lead them? They expect great result. They expect to be, to receive the grace of the Lord, to receive the grace of Bhagavan himself. by just fooling him. They think in the mind, but they are fooling him. In reality, no, they are not fooling him. They are fooling themselves. So, your question, well, say it again.
What is the difference
So,
after one gives
okay, the different is that that transformation that happened into your mind itself, you know, like I was just telling you about that renunciation, you know, that kind of renunciation when somebody just let go of, you know, which means it is called Falgu Vairagya. You know, when you just renounce, you know, just superficial. On the surface itself, it appeared like that. But then you have Yuk Vairagya, which is the deeper thing. In Yuk Vairagya, you perceived everything as given by God, and whatever you have is for the service to the Lord Himself. So in one, you are stuck, let's say, with the world itself, you know, is only on the outside you change, but yet inside you still has a hang upon the world, knowing that yes, I will never be happy, but yet you still look for happiness into that. That what get changed, you know, when you take shelter to the Guru and when you give yourself to the Guru, you know, taking you from that spot where your mind understands Falgu Vairagya, you know, saying, okay, yes, I will, but yet it's not sincere. But then it's transformed into the loving service, you know. So that's what the Guru does, you know. The Guru perceives you as a rough stone, which he took. Very often you don't even know when you look at a diamond into the natural state of the diamond. If you're not a diamond dealer, you will never know. You will think that it's just a mere stone itself. But the Guru, when the Guru sees somebody, he perceives that potential that that person have. He perceived that shyness that you hold inside of you. So when you give yourself to him, the Guru polish you and transform you into a nice jewel, which is presented to Bhagwan himself. So that what get changed when you take shelter at the feet of the Master. Otherwise, that mind which is always hovering into the world, that will not change. You know, you may put a gown of a saint, you know, like Bhagwan said in that verse, a true yogi is the one which renounces the thought itself. You know, that second part of it is very important to understand. It's not just an external renunciation, but it's also that thoughts itself must transform. So letting go of that thoughts, how we think about. But thoughts is very difficult to transform, you know, because thoughts is so attached to these things. How would you transform the thoughts? Only when you're faced with certain challenges. The mind can be changed only when it is faced with challenges. Otherwise, the mind will never change. But when the challenge is put towards the mind will transform. The mind will accept defeat. There is a beautiful story of a saint. Once a saint was going through a marketplace. As he was going through the marketplace, he saw some nice jalebi, some sweet, very, probably all of you know about jalebi, it's extremely sweet. So he wanted to, when he saw the jalebi, he wanted to buy some, to get some, but he didn't have any money. So he said to his mind, no, there is no money, let's go home. So as he arrived home, as he was sitting, you know, he went for his meditation, for his prayer. The moment he closed his eyes, what he will see? Jalebi. He will see the sweet hovering in his meditation. So he stopped straight away his meditation. He went for a walk quickly and come back. Again he sit down for his meditation. Again jalebi was flying around. So he went preparing himself to sleep. That night he got such a rough night, because jalebi was everywhere. Jalebi was all around him. His mind was so much into jalebi. So the next day he woke up very early and he worked. He went to look for a job. And he worked so hard, and it was the hottest day on that day. He worked so hard. So finally, he got 1 rupee. At that time, 1 rupee was a lot of money. So he was passing by again the marketplace. And of course, this time he had money. So he went and buy the jalebi to satisfy the mind. So he got 3 kg of jalebi with 1 rupee. And the saint was saying to the mind, now you are happy, you got your jalebi, so now you have to eat the jalebi. So he started eating. The mind ate, and after eating some jalebi, the mind was satisfied, was saturated, and but the saint said to the mind, you want a jalebi, you have to eat more. So he forced the mind to eat more jalebi. So he ate, and then he started to vomit. When you excess eating, automatically you start vomiting. So the saint started to vomit. Then the saint said to the mind, now you have to eat that vomit. So the mind tweaked the vomit and started eating. So again, he vomit until the mind accepted defeat and say, no more jalebi. So you see, this is how it is, Very often we say, yes, we have taken shelter to the Guru. We have given ourselves to the Guru. So what does that mean also, When you give something to somebody, does that belong to you? No, it doesn't belong to you. It becomes the responsibility of the Guru. From your side, you have to trust the Guru. You have to have faith in the Guru. Whatever the Guru is doing is for your benefit. And he knows where to bring you. So this is what you have to do. So change your mind, and really surrender. Jai Gurudev.
Paramahamsa Vishwananda recommends we keep chanting the name of God every day. Just 15 minutes a day will help you to create an oasis of positivity and divinity in your life. We invite you to submit questions and learn more about Paramahamsa Vishwananda and his Bhakti Marga mission by visiting paramahamsavishwananda.com. Thank you for joining us today. Please join us again for another live Connect with the Divine session every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 o'clock Germany time.